Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dialar's Twi'lek Tactics. In this video, we're going to be going over Teresh. So this is going to be one of my deep dive videos. He just got released today. Today is what? It's Thursday, July 20th. So what are my initial impressions upon using Teresh in day one? Well, I did take him to Hyper Evolved. I did take him to about S level or Hyper Evolved level. What is he, 56, 57-ish. I immediately put him in the tank team. And yeah, he does supplant Zeta. So when I did the initial kit reading, I wasn't sure how great he would be. I needed to see the multiples, like the actual numbers of what his skills did. And after using him, I'm actually really impressed with him. He does decent damage for a tank. And in some cases, I saw him out-damaging Wamagon. His PvP viability really escalates, or takes the tank team from like A to like an A+. The tank team was already really good before him, but he does good things to it. He ramps up their damage. He ramps up their survivability. He lets them, with his chuck, he lets them counter hunter teams and stuff. You'll see that in the footage of the PvP footage after the deep dive. Yeah, and what else? Yeah, survivability, damage, support functions, PvP, mechanics. He's got it all. Alright, so we're going to go to some pre-recorded footage that I did on my phone on my main account. Nothing really to discuss afterwards, so we're going to do the deep dive. I'm going to teach you how to gear him, and then I'm going to show you some content where he's good. PvE, I've used him in PvE as well. I don't have a whole lot of PvE footage to show you guys, but yeah, he's viable everywhere. So is he a must-pull character? No, you can still use Zeta. You can still have a decent tank team without pulling for him. So if you really wanted to, you could skip him. You really could. He is currently needed in the endless battles going on right now. He is a 20% increased point character. But if you're not going to take him to Immortal, I wouldn't really worry about building him right away. Just slow build him. Just know that he is a critical piece on the new tank team if you want to run tanks and be meta. So let's go to the footage right now and enjoy. So Teresh, I might have gone a little bit overboard this morning, but I don't really regret it. So let's dive into this guy's kit first. Again, just look at the cinematic, cool, but brief compared to some of the ones. I want you to look at the hair. The hair detail is freaking awesome. He's got a little bit of that Senway sparkle going on there. Okay, so let's look at his kit. So this is his ultimate ability. Teresh strikes the earth 3 times. Each strike dealing damage equal to 15% of his max HP, and then knocking down the targets in range. I'm not sure if that's just one knockdown or one knockdown per strike, so one to 3 knockdowns. After a war zone is formed, or after that, a war zone is formed. What does a war zone do? All allied heroes in the zone deal 15% increased damage, that is damage amplification, keep that in mind, and they receive 20% damage reduction, very good for tank heroes. 30% crit damage reduction, awesome for PvP, and 50 resistance, which does nothing. And the zone lasts 6 seconds. Talent modifier, melee heroes in the war zone receive 2 times this effect. So for tanks, 30% increased damage, 40% damage reduction, 60% crit damage reduction, and 100 resistance. And then if you want to run, say like Nord on the team, or maybe some assassins, or maybe a Vanguard like Leo, they'll also get double the effect due to them being melee. The exclusive effect, before activation, instantly activate Blood Amulet, which is his first common skill. This is kind of what his whole kit revolves around in a way. Teresh gains 5 layers of totem shield when he does this ability. Each layer allows the next received damage to be reduced by 91%, you see at level 4. It can stack up to 10 times. Talent modifier reads, for each layer of totem shield, Teresh gains 5% damage increase. So he can get up to, looks like I think his exclusive reads, upon activation, increase the number of totem shield layers by 3. So what that means is that with this ability, it's going to be 8 layers of totem shield, but it can stack up to 10. If it gets up to 10, he's got 50% increased damage. Unyielding Stomp, this is his second common skill. Teresh stomps the ground, tossing nearby enemies up in the air, dealing damage. Tossing nearby enemies around. Teresh stomps the ground, tossing nearby enemies around and dealing damage equal to 17% of his max HP. So this is just an AoE stomp and damage ability, again, based on his max HP. Talent modifier reads, enemies that are knocked in the air, oh, here we go, will be knocked down when they land. So this is an AoE knockdown as well. So he's got a knockdown on his ultimate, and he's got a knockdown on his second common skill. Exclusive effect, if this skill hits 2 or more enemies, he gains 3 layers of totem shield. What does that do? That reduces incoming damage by 91% and ramps his damage. So totem shield, survivability, and damage increase. Everything revolving around max HP though. And then his passive, Minotaur Slam. After 5 seconds into the battle, Teresh charges at an ally. It's the same row ally, and he'll throw them to the enemy side of the battlefield. This effect is equivalent to a charge, so it's considered a charge. So you can use, I think you can use him with Hagridon. You can use him in a charge set, I do believe. It's a displacement ability, which is interesting. I don't know if we have a displacement ability on a tank yet. That's kind of cool though. Deal damage when he tosses that enemy to the back line. It's going to deal area damage, so another AoE equal to 15% of Teresh's max HP. If there is no ally in the same row, he's going to throw the ally with the highest HP. So keep that in mind. When Teresh does not have Totem Shield, he gains the Guardian State, which reduces all incoming damage by 50%. So lots and lots and lots of survivability on this guy. When he has Totems up, its damage is reduced by 91%, or is that 94? 94 if you can get an all skills commander. So 91%, and then if he does not have any, then he's still going to have a 50% damage reduction applied. Talent effect, after the start of battle, after the start of battle, is basically increase Teresh's max HP by 40%. So that's awesome. And his exclusive effect is, and this is his X30, at the start of battle, increase the max HP of allies in the back row by 15% of Teresh's max HP. So you really want to build this guy with a lot of HP. Just big, old, huge, hungry meat shield. And to that effect, let's just actually, no, we're going to do his exclusive first. So I do have him exclusive 30. It is an HP based, makes sense because you want him, the only stats he wants is like damage reduction, HP, crit damage reduction. HP being prioritized. So the unlock is the ultimate instantly activate blood amulet, which gives him his totem shields. And then the 10 is upon activation, increase the number of total shields by 3, so you get 8 instead of 5 when he does his ability. Unyielding Stomp, which is the 20. If this skill hits 2 or more enemies, he gains more totem shields. And then the X30, at the start of battle, increase the max HP of allies in the back row by 15% of his max HP. So I got mine at 4.1. It's interesting with the order of operations because you see at the start of battle, Teresh, you increase his max HP by 40%. So if we just say 50% of 4.1 is basically 2 million. So let's just rough number, say he's at 6 million. Is that 15% he gives to the enemies or the allies in the back row based off of that 4 million, or is it based off the 6 million? Don't know, but either or, I would much rather have it at 6 million. So that's the exclusive talents. Let's see, what does he have? Anything for special? So every time there's an enemy around, the energy recovery rate is increased by 20%. That's always nice. When HP drops below 20% for the first time, restore a total of 1.6% of max HP in 8 seconds. So that's a hot, but that is not a lot of healing. When being critically struck, the damage taken is reduced by 8%, and that can happen only every 2 seconds. So more damage reduction when he's critically hit. The lower the HP falls, the higher the extra attribute the hero will get when covered up by a shield. Okay, not a lot of shields going on in this unless you're going to pair him with Miranda or, say, a healer with the revitalization crystal or flashpoint. So he gets more shields. He's a shield. Yeah, whatever. There's not a lot of shields in his kit, but just make note of that. Let's look at his gear now. Okay, so a couple different ways you guys can build this guy. A few. So I have Teresh tank saved. I did have a full vigorous set. So if you don't have the opportunistic set, start with all vigorous. Go HP hands, HP head, HP boots, and then look for damage reduction secondaries or crit damage reduction secondaries. You can see I kind of failed. I got +1 there, plus or zero, just flat there. And then up top, look for HP % first, and then damage reduction second, to my opinion. HP 1, damage reduction 1, HP 1, damage reduction, HP damage reduction. I know that these pieces, the drop rate's pretty low, so if you don't have the opportunistic set, run a full vigorous set looking for those exact same stats. The reason why I like opportunistic is because it gives them a little bit of more damage reduction. And then each time a knockdown is cast, and remember he's got 2 skills that do knockdowns, he's going to gain 5% max HP up to 20%, and then recover 20% of his missing HP. So this set allows him to self-heal. So he's going to ramp his max HP up to 20% or additionally 20%, which works all throughout his kit, because remember, a lot of his kit is based on his max HP, his damage. He gives his percentage of his max HP to allies. So I prefer this as the best in slot. I have heard some talk of maybe, since he has some AoE, equipping him in a surge set, kind of like Wamagon, but I don't know. I kind of like the opportunistic set. So that is his kit. That is how to gear him. Now, let's just quickly go back into him. I want to see what the game recommends. Damage reduction and HP. It's exactly what I said. Set recommendation, opportunistic and vigorous. Exactly what I said. I haven't even looked at this yet, but yep. Pretty much the game just says I'm right, okay? Now let's go look at some PvP. All right. Well, first of all, where can you use this guy? Obviously, you're going to use him in the battlefield of Azura. If we... Actually, I don't even have to do this. I can just go like this. I can show you guys I did use him today. As you see, I used all 4 tanks with Masrani. It went down really well. But... it wasn't like leaps and bounds over the previous team, but he does work well there. Anywhere else you want to use a tank? I don't know if I would use him outside of a tank team. Where else? Mainly, I think PvP is where you're going to get the most use out of him. As you see, I do run a tank team. I am running this as my tank team with Barag, just to be the disruptor. I do have my Pandemonium in the back line to benefit from the HP from Teresh, and I do have him paired with Wamagon up front because I want him to chuck Wamagon into the back row. So he's good there. I am even still running him, or I am running him as my main team in 1v1 arena, but here I have Miranda and I have Ryzeris to try to counter. You know, Ryzeris counters a lot. She counters a lot. Again, I have Pandemonium in the back row to benefit from that HP. Okay, so let's, before we go highlight him in PvP, I need to switch out Pandemonium's set because I noticed Pandemonium is rocking his PvE set. There we go. Okay. Let's go try him out in some PvP. Friends list. All right. Okay, Sir Nick is Hunters. Let's see how it holds up against hunters. Keep in mind, Sir Nick is like the biggest Kraken I know in the world. 6.6 million power on this team. I don't think this is going to matter. I am going to try it with Zeta. Although, I think I'm actually going to throw Womagon in here to try to pull away one of the hunters. So let's see how this goes. So Womagon did grab Rosaris and then chucked her. You see, not Womagon, Barag grabbed Rosaris and chucked her. But you see my Womagon is in the back row. My Womagon just killed Miranda and Moriami and Rebecca. See that? You see that? That was freaking awesome. Rosaris, still a beast. But we just annihilated Sir Nick's Hunter team. That is incredible. Okay, I'm gonna stop the video right there. That's all you need to see. That was freaking awesome. I gotta see that again. Okay, so let's see if that goes the same way. Keep in mind, I do have my Barag to the right, so I'm hoping that he was gonna grab Rosaris. I want to pay attention to Womagon. So 5 seconds in, Teresh is going to chuck Womagon to the back line where he is just going. And you notice he stunned everybody as well. So he put the hunters on their heels. And then as soon as that nuclear magnetic shock went off, Womagon was just like, hold my beer. And now he's just back there just killing everybody. Everybody! Okay, so this didn't go as easily as the first time. You see they had a little bit of trouble with Leo, but oh, and now Rise is putting up a fight. She's putting up a fight, but she is dead. That is freaking awesome. Oh no, hunters were supposed to be the tank counter. Okay, all right. This is a tank team. Let's see how it does up against a tank team. This is a 4-man with Miranda tank team. Again, we're going to chuck Wami in the back where he can kill Miranda. Not that that does a whole lot. Really, the point of Miranda being on this team is to just provide the injections, specifically to Womagon. Nobody, I don't have anybody dead yet, but his Womagon is a absolute beast. And looks like his Pandemonium is awesome too. Look at everybody's still up. I'm watching my health bars. Teresh just takes a pounding. Although he's gonna die. He is down now. He can't face tank Womagon forever. Don't kill my panda. Don't kill my panda. Okay, so it's my panda. Oh, now it's just my Womagon versus his 2 tanks, and I don't think I'm going to be able to beat a Womagon with an injection. So, killed hunters, had trouble against a 4-man tank team. Grimlock, what are you running? Okay, this is going to be fun. So keep in mind, Grimlock is a 5.5 million team, so this is a punch-up, and he is running Womagon as the tank, but the chuck, watch, I've tried this already. Once Taresh chucks Womagon into the back row, it's going to be too funny. Watch him he stunned Jaina, stunned Luke, and now whack, bye-bye, Jaina. And bye-bye, Luke. Luke just died. Now he's going to go away. So his Womagon is still alive, but his Nord is dead. So now we got, looks like my Teresh died. But we win. So that was an energy team with Womagon. So the main highlight, Teresh is tanky. He is tanky, but that chuck into the back line is going to be really, really, really disruptive for tank teams. Okay, Idolized. I don't really want to go up against Idolized. Sorry, Idol. This is a different type of hunter team. This one has Zeta and Emma instead of the one where we went up against that had Leo and Moriami. So let's see if this goes any differently. So again, chucked Womagon into the back, and then that stunned all the hunters right when the magnetic shock went off. So we did kill, was it Rebecca? We killed Rebecca. We did lose Womagon though, because his Emma and his Rhyzeris were able just to absolutely nuke him down. Now the problem we run into is we have a Rhyzeris in the back with an injection, and she's going to be able to do the same. She's just going to be able to nuke us while we're focused on Zeta. Not sure if we're actually going to be able to kill this Zeta. Let's just fast forward. I think it's going to be a loss. Yeah, it is. So let's try that one more time. That was Dockley. Okay, I want to watch when Emma dies, because I do kill them once, I do believe, but I think that they just turn around and unload their ultimates onto Womagon. So there he's in the back. He stuns everybody. So we got Rhyzeris and Rebecca. Yeah. Yeah, see that he's dead. He died. What we could do, though, let's try this. So if we run Miranda instead, that should go to Womagon. Yes, it did. So not as good a heals, though, without Serena. But now Womagon is in the back. Magnetic shock went off. So nuke, 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 nuke. Rebecca's dead. Womagon just died. And I didn't really see a huge difference there. Okay, all right, well, good to know, good to know. We wouldn't want to run Miranda in a Galactic Arena or a Hell Arena anyway. Okay, so let's pull that back out. Let's bring back in Serena. Let's make this a team that we would normally run in. Let's get rid of this as well. Let's go with this. Because we would run the Horny Healing with Miranda on the energy team. Let's try Dr. Cuddle's 5.7 million assassin team. Now, the Chuck is not effective really in here because the assassins are all popping all over the place anyway. But let's see if we can't just kill them with the nuclear magnetic shocks. Teresh still standing right in the middle. He's got 10 stacks of his shield. And this does look like this is going to definitely go our way against a top tier assassin team. All right, yeah, it's over. It's over, sir. Victory. So the tanks have... Teresh definitely makes the tanks better. Let's try to find... What does Bad Juju run? Tank team with Rhyzeris. I'm not going to try that. I want to find the energy team and then a summoner team for you guys. So that's energy with... But he doesn't have 3 energy units, so he's not getting the benefit of the Grace Commander. So that's why I don't want to fight him. Here we go. Here is a summoner team set up correctly with Dorley. So this should work the same. Part of the problem going against summoners with tanks is that they just keep you pushed back. Now, chucking Womagon to the back line is just gonna screw up that mechanic altogether. So there he goes, the back, stuns everyone, and then nuclear magnetic shock goes off. Womagon is pulsing, and he is killing everybody! Unfortunately, my Barag took Ampu and moved him to my back line. But shouldn't make a difference. Oh my god, tanks are awesome. Wow. Okay, Zoso, what are you running? Zoso's running a assassin squad. So we weren't. Actually, you know what? Let's just check it out again. 5.7. And did I see that correctly? Does Zoso? He does. He has the new hunter. Wow, or the new assassin. Wow. I'm in trouble. Okay, we better beat Zoso now while we can. Okay, so assassins again. Serena instantly dead. Teresh still up. We got the nuclear mags going off now. Teresh just refreshed his stacks right up to 10, but now they're almost down to 1. And Teresh isn't dead yet. Not dead yet. Not dead yet. Now he's dead. So we got Panda up, we got Wamagon up, and that is it. So this fight might go a little differently. All right, Wamagon show. Let's see, let's fast forward. Can Wamagon win it? Wamagon wins it. Wamagon wins it. That's awesome. I do still want to find a good energy team to show you guys. No, tanks. Hellfire was the summoner team. What is bad running? Assassins again. Dark runs tanks. Kung Fu runs summoners with Nord. Don't care. Jake. I think Jake's got a... it's a weird hodgepodge team. I want to find a good energy team for you guys. What is Pal running? Tanks. Ludnick? Come on, man. Where are all these energy teams? Karaz is not energy. Exrelent. There we go. Okay, energy. Keep in mind, Nord is up front with Jaina. But at least Jaina is going to be kind of hidden from Wami when he gets chucked back. Okay, Wami alley-oop. All right, Wami's behind everyone. And now he's just going to go off as soon as my Panda will go off. My Panda's slowed. Okay, Panda, you have to go. Otherwise, this team is not going to work. There we go. Panda's going. Boom, boom, boom. And there we go. Now it's just Nord. And you know how this goes. Nord is dead. And Nord versus Wamagon. Wamagon's going to win every time. There we go. Okay, we're going to wrap that up right there. You saw me beat a Hunter team. Although keep in mind that the Emma Hunter team did beat me. I am shocked, though, that this team annihilated Sir Nick's team as easily as it did. That is insane. So there is his build, and there is some PvP footage for you guys. We'll move on to final thoughts now. And now I just realized my mic was off the whole time. He's good. Go get him. Bye, everyone.